I'm a stream thinker. That means that I believe in the power of now and I trust what is happening right now. But learning to be a stream thinker and a free-form writer takes a lot of practice. You've got to be able to exercise that muscle. I do it every day, 1 page, 10 minutes to write about anything. Absolutely no editing whatsoever, because it's going to give you plenty of time to talk about it in the end. Stream thinking. We make our best decisions in the right now, so you've got to own your own leadership. This is the power of now. Today we're reading from August 13th, 2022. Forcing yourself to stream think, knowing there's a wall between you and the page, yet your head is stuffed up and it's not snot. It's too easy to write about the negatives of the world. It's not supposed to be an outlet, but rather an open door in, to step into the space, to feel for a moment the altitude of what it's really like before receiving a full-fledged thought. Freeform it. Leap off the cliff, like a Facebook Reels video. Dive into the adventure of stepping away from how CNN and Fox want you to think. You just got to leap outward and far without having to worry about the landing. You're not going to hit hard, not unless your stream thinking becomes infected with an act of being lazy. Then what? I mean, who wants to sit in a kettle of yesterday's fat? Stream thinking is about living in what is happening right now. I did some research on the power of thinking, and do you realize that before your body acts or reacts or creates any type of word formation, it has already been active for 10 seconds? So every thought that you have already happened 10 seconds before it even hit you. And that's where I think stream thinking actually lives. It's like you're allowing that energy of those 10 seconds before the process to take effect. You don't think about what you're thinking about. What you do is you just act upon it. And then you go back and you read it and you go, what gives? So now, my father used to tell me all the time, he used to go, you better think about what you're about ready to say. And I did that. But what happened is that I became a perfectionist in how I said it. And then the problem is that the way I said it, people didn't understand. So you try to dig in and figure out how is it that the stream thinker and the one that wants to make sure that the right inflection is delivered have to come together. And the way that you do that is you've got to practice, like I was talking about, 1 page, 10 minutes to write, no editing. Do not ever go back and edit. And the reason why is because you're allowing that moment of stream thinking to be very visible on that page. Some days you might like it. Other days, it's not your job to like it. You may just walk away going, I don't care. But I did it. And so you learn to trust it, and you use it when you're out in the everyday world with people. You're not going to hem and haw. You're going to say things that you feel in the moment. You know, some people will say, I was just thinking about that. Well, remember, it came to you 10 seconds before you reacted. And in that moment of, wow, have we lived this life before? You trust that stream thinking is going to be active in your everyday world. And when you think ahead of time, then you're able to prepare yourself for those times. I'm Errol, and that's stream thinking.